Friday morning, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Yes, this was the regular saying we used to listen to all along, coming up as a kid. 1 year, thank God it's Friday. And so on and so on. Friday morning, when you die, or your mom says, thank God it's Friday. And you know that's the weekend. Good morning. But we're not hearing Friday for everybody. And the fourth word children. Good morning. Welcome to the TBS 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. The 15 counties in the land and bride of the Republic of Liberia. The love of liberty matters, yeah? Let justice be done to all, not some. Good morning, neighbor. Good morning, Grandkid. Good morning, Grandkid Mom. I might give you good morning. Lofa, good morning. River says, River G, Bapolo. This is 961, the Truth Breakfast Show. The folks of Clay Ashland. I'm planning a special visit very soon. Good morning, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Yuma Boykai. Good morning. It's the weekend. Member of the Fifth of Faith, the Root of Law Caucus, Majority Bloc, the legitimate speaker, the majority speaker, two country, one country, two speaker. Yes, good morning. My name is O'Neal. This is O'Neal Roberts, Marka B. Davis, running until 10 o'clock this morning. In the midst of all what we do, country first. Let's have our morning motivation. Forgiveness is not an occasional art. Well, it's a constant attitude. Liberians, forgiveness and common grounds are at what we need. It's all what we need. Yes. This one's for our young friend David Kuti to President Joseph Boykai. Bobby Alice, he did a message for David Kuti. Forgiveness is not an occasional art. It is a constant attitude. Liberians, forgiveness and common ground are all we need. Bobby Bleeder Addison, but with David Kuti and the president, he chose Mills Jones over Joseph Boykai in 2017. Now he's asking for forgiveness. Good morning, folks. O'Neal Roberts wearing an Arsenal t-shirt, and Marka Davis wearing the Nation Pride and Joy t-shirt on the breakfast show, man. Those of you watching online, how you doing this morning? Good morning, Marka.
Yes, good morning, O'Neal, and good morning to our many listeners across the country, especially those of them who are silent. They really don't call, and some don't even comment on the live feed. But yes, they're always following. And sometimes when it happens that they have to bring themselves out, they will be like, well, I've been following since 2015. I've been following since 2005 and all of that. And we are proud of you. Yeah, all the silent listeners, we are proud of you. Good morning to all of you. Thanks for joining the weekend's edition of the show. Yes, today I am wearing
Nation's Pride.
The Nation's Pride, and you know, recently they made us proud,
yes,
by giving us 3 points in our World Cup qualifier match. Yeah, so we're here again to serve you breakfast up to 10 o'clock this morning.
Why are you forgetting?
I wanted to say tomorrow morning.
10 o'clock. I'm enjoying with the tea. The leaves that t-shirt, man, looks so beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Mill writing like Benjamin Wade, Mill writing.
I don't know when David will get some of this shirt.
Yo, our young friend.
Yeah, our young friend.
Yeah.
We need to surprise him.
Yeah, we need to surprise.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know whether David is used to white.
To wash away hard. Why you say that's for the good thing?
No, not that. But
okay, what is this white?
Well, white is one of his favorite colors.
They will have a chocolate skin color.
Yeah.
Who may have a chocolate skin? So
the young man.
The young man.
I don't know what's happening. Since David started doing the health tips,
Just getting younger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
They were just getting. Can you imagine? They invaded my newsroom yesterday. Oh yeah,
You passed through.
he just enter anyhow and just talk to anybody he felt like talking to
Nikita were around?
and talk to them anyhow.
Was Nikita around?
Yeah,
Okay.
Nikita Roberts,
Nikita, Princess.
Princess Zuza, Naomi Tapia.
Oh.
Yeah,
And he was just smiling though.
you know, just smiling and even hugging people all over the place. And it's just that David is my good friend. Other than that,
it was a legal issue.
I will play sanction on him.
Yeah, it took a legal issue.
I informed the business people, the radio department, the security that anytime they will enter here,
but yeah,
he should not enter my newsroom. But
unlawful hugging.
Yeah, he doesn't even know how the newsroom looks like. He just
was he hugging with passion? You know, there are some hugging.
I know, David. You know, David.
You hug with passion.
I don't know whether I should say passion, but the smile he was smiling alone was very offensive. Yeah, then you are a friend at all, but and today's a special day now. Other than that, I come for you the money.
Yes, let me say happy birthday to Divine 1 pound. Today's your birthday, Divine. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Lil Man. He's a big fan of Man City. Divine, happy birthday to you. And of course, I want to say good morning, a special good morning to mommy Mrs. Fatu Shaw. Yes. I did a very beautiful Barcelona t-shirt. I told you I was not going to respond to that game because that game was just like a passing through for your yesterday. Yeah. Yes, let's see what we have this morning. Good morning, all of you listening up. This is 961, the heart and soul of Liberia, the Truth Breakfast Show. I'm right here, Maka right here until 10 o'clock. So much to talk about this morning.
Yes, so much to talk about. Again, it is the March 28th edition of the show, and this show is proudly sponsored by EcoBank Liberia Limited, the Pan-African Bank, and Orange Liberia, the biggest GSM company in the country. Shortly, we join our friend David Koti to bring us the health tips this morning for about at least 6 minutes this morning. Review of the local dailies were followed. We have a couple of the papers this morning, and yes, in our studio discussions, calling on police attention to recklessness, especially the way truck drivers are. Only are you aware that there was another fatal accident yesterday? Yes, so the online televisions were reporting that the person was killed while the truck was on fire. Yes, the truck was burning truck. Yes, along the Dixville Road. Okay. Yes, along in the curve. I know that place. I didn't see that. Some kind of curve over there. We saw something like that on one of the online platforms yesterday. Yes. And yes, we'll talk about it again. Public criticized ECOWAS delegation after several meetings with leaders in the country. We will read out the communication that was released by the regional body. I was going through that yesterday as well. The chairman of on the Agriculture, Forestry, and Fisheries Committee of the Liberian Senate and the joint committee comprising the House Committee on Judiciary have a pending meeting with the Minister of Agriculture based on a mandate by plenary. Well, this will happen when the Senate resumes section after the break to follow up on too many concerns being raised by smallholder farmers in the country concerning whether it is the STARP or the retrap grant. Yes, so we'll talk about that. TBS captured some surprise workings of the citizens movement for change far there in the north, Bapolo County. Is it the north or the west?
I'm running my mouth for. Yes. We'll surprise the CMC this morning.
Yes,
with Nimba County.
Several bridges to be constructed.
Musa had the information for us. For Nimba County, Musa Ability is now working in Bapolo.
Okay.
Yes.
So we'll talk about that. Is the LTA actually following up despite the fact that we are still using analog in Liberia? Several new radio stations have new frequencies, very, very close to existing radio stations in the country. So I think this is something we want to bring to the attention of the LTA, and something must be done about it. At 8:30 to 9:30 this morning, Nema County Senatorial candidate T. Wanoke Fangalo will be with us on the show this morning to talk about the upcoming by-election in Nimba. You know, he's one of the candidates vying for the vacant seat, especially following the death of Senator Prince Johnson. So T will be with us this morning at 9:30 a.m. We'll bring you sports, entertainment, commercials brought to you by EcoBank Liberia Limited and Orange Liberia. 9:40 to 10. Politics in the health sector. Doctors are asking the patient's family to sign documents before treatment, even if it was an emergency case. But what kind of document is that they are requesting patient families to sign? We'll talk more about that on the show this morning. Well, in the midst of All Country First, this is the weekend edition of the Truth Breakfast Show.
Great, good lineup. No Friday motivation, extension. Anything you decide to do with yourself today, do it. But know that Bento Memorial Garden is on a standby for any wrong decision you make. Bento Memorial Gardens. Garden is on a standby for any wrong decision you make. Meaning that if you drive recklessly, probably there's a funeral home down there. It's a great site, cemetery. That should pull in this way, cemetery. Lavetta Billy Sendolo. Good morning to the CEO. May Billy, good morning. That area is in Bentor. Let's have our young friend, David Ernest Cotier. I haven't seen no young man of recent time like this man. David Ernest Cotier. The man since he started to do the health tape. I mean, he looks younger every other time. Abbas, good morning to you. Welcome to the TBS.
Good morning, Abbas, and good morning to the Baptist Deacon Son. I love your compliments. Thank you. I love praises. When people praise me, especially when you call me a young man, I feel so good. And I want to thank you. If I'm on my way this morning to you, I will be there in about 30 minutes.
Okay.
So that we could chat a little bit.
Okay.
I love your commentation about me. I love praises.
Wait. Were you in the newsroom yesterday? Marka, the news director, is saying David was seen hugging, smiling. Smiling. Did you hug with passion?
Yes, I walked
The
there
young man
today,
invaded the
and
newsroom.
I hugged Naomi Tapia. That's
Very lightly.
That light hugging you did, or you hug with passion?
No, with intensity. I mean, with passion. And, I had to hug until I felt the chest. Yeah. Then I also hugged the red woman.
Okay, princess.
Yeah. And Makita was resting, so I didn't hug her. But when she came up, I said, "My goodness, this is a hot chocolate."
You read it, Bill?
Yeah.
Makita, what? Hot chocolate?
Yeah, she looked like a hot chocolate.
You know what? I'm not sure you want to come in that newsroom.
No, let it make her like her. You come in the newsroom. Come. Let it make her. We go back with me. I'll stay there.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are very three hot faces. That need to hug my
But David, let me give you breaking news now. Because I'm a JJ Pole and I have papers for it, right? Your friend Hartford Kia is sending me a message that he's going to be taking Princess Zuza for lunch today.
Where? It depends on where. It shouldn't be. It takes her at one Kobo shop. I will take her to the Royal Hotel.
Very good.
Damn it. Abba, I know what you can do.
Yeah. If that guy takes her to one Kobo, food is ready.
Food is ready.
We can just push it up.
Yeah, food is ready.
I will take her to Royal. Yes.
Very good.
At Royal, they'll give you the menu. At the Kobo shop, no menu. Yeah, what did you get there?
Then you go in that food system, how much for the full year? What kind of thing is that? No, it was not.
Great. Let's go ahead. What do you have this morning? Help tip with Derek
Thank you very
Ernest
much.
Cotier.
Thank you for the opportunity. Regular sex is good.
That Friday morning. That Friday morning health tip. Is it regular what? Go ahead.
Weekend.
Regular sex. To have sex is good. That's a health tip.
Okay. Sorry. I thought we're missing out something. Sorry.
No, we're not missing anything. No. Where are you?
Go ahead.
Regular sex is good. Sex is very important because it is exercise and it has many health benefits. But it must be done regularly. Not 1 week, 1 month, once a month, twice a month. No. It must be done regularly. You can define that for yourself. Some people can do it 3-4 times a week. That's okay. That's okay. Yes. I'm not suggesting promiscuity or having multiple sex partners. No, don't be promiscuous. So when I say sex is good, it's good to do it regularly, not with 15 girlfriends. No, you must be, it is safe and healthy with your partner, one partner. Here are some of the benefits when it comes to regular sex. If you do it regularly, here are some of the benefits. Number one, it reduces the risk of heart diseases like heart attack, heart failure, or cardiac arrest. You know, heart disease is the leading cause of death all over the world. 80 million people die each year from heart diseases. So when you have sex regularly, it can help to reduce that. Number two, it boosts the immune system. Your immune system is like the ASL. That's the system that fights infection. It can help to boost it up, give it more power. Number three, it lowers blood pressure. You know what high blood pressure can do? It can cause stroke, it can cause heart attack. And when you have sex, it reduces the blood pressure, and that is good for you. Number four, it promotes a better sleep. Oh, yes, you know that. When you have a very good sex, I'm talking about a very good sex, when you have it for roughly 5, 7 to 10 minutes, you'll sleep well. Oh, yeah, you sleep well. Number five, it promotes longevity. There are some people who are about 70, Marka know some of them, they're still doing all kind of things because they want to live long. So it promotes longevity. It can make you to live long. Number six, it enhances brain and mental health. Number seven, it improves bladder control in women. Now, with this one, women, talk to a gynecologist or woman doctor to explain that better, not me. It is beyond my comprehension. So, women, ask a doctor, especially a gynecologist. You will have doctors in different fields. A gynecologist is a woman doctor. Talk to them. They will tell you what it means. What it means by it improves bladder control in women. I don't know that. Number 8, 1 minute of sex burns 4 to 5 calories in men, and in women it burns 3 calories in 1 minute. So when you have sex for 5, 10 minutes, then you don't have any calories you burn. Just in 1 minute, men you can burn 4 to 5. On the social side, some wives and husbands have lived together for many years because of sexual compatibility. I repeat that. Most people, some men have lived together for 15, 20, 30, 40 years because of one thing, sexual compatibility. They agree with each other. They know how to do it. They understand each other. It can make people stay together for long. Oh, yes, it can happen. Remember this. It is good to drink water. Early in hot water, I'm sorry. It is good to drink hot or warm water first thing in the morning on empty stomach. It helps to reduce, to detox your system and remove all the food particles that are hiding in all the corners in your stomach. They can get them out. It also helps with constipation. No need for yellow tablets. When you keep on drinking hot water every morning on empty stomach, it will help you with constipation. Those of you who can eat kaya and your stomach tight like me or dry foreigner, it will help you. No need for yellow tablets. The yellow tablets will cause you problems because it will destroy your liver. So stop taking yellow tablets. God willing, I will be back. But in the meantime, I can get going.
So as you are going out of here, David, you mentioned 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but some people talk about 30 minutes, 1 hour. What do you say to that?
That is not safe. When you stay so long, you need to check your spinal cord. It's because of some medical deficiency, some problem. It is not normal. The normal time for sex is between 3 to 7 minutes. And you can, for a little additional time, you can go for 10, sometimes 15. But if you keep going, 20, 30, 25, it is not safe. Check the hospital. And if you go below 3 minutes, it is quick ejaculation. They will call you chicken. No sex should last less than 3 minutes. No. 1 minute? No. That's quick ejaculation. You finish too quick. Then the woman will say, actually, that all you be behind me for more than 3 months. Say you've been running behind me, that all you can to tickle me, to embarrass me. No. No sex should last for less than 3 minutes. And it is between 3 to 7 minutes. That is scientifically proven. 3 to 7 minutes. Sometimes you can go 10 minutes. Sometimes, maybe 12 to 18, yeah. But when you start going for very long, go check your spinal cord and check other, especially when you cannot discharge. There is a problem with your spinal cord and some other medical reasons. Don't sit down there and think you are a hero. No, you're not a hero. Something is wrong with your medical. Go check the hospital.
Okay. Thank you, David.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you in 25 minutes from now.
Yeah, about 35 minutes from now, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here. Yeah, get out of here.
I gotta get out.
Okay, let me run gossip to you. One Joseph, I'm calling her name.
And you will be my friend this weekend.
Yes, your friend. One Josephine say she love on David say, yeah, I gotta get out of here. Say that again for her.
Oh yeah. Her name Lou sounds beautiful.
Jojo.
I love beautiful names. You know, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. She said I pass you like. She said she can go down her chest easily. What they were saying, I gotta get out of here.
If I don't repeat it, God with it, I will be back. But in the meantime, I gotta get out of here.
What kind of friend will guess where you go? What kind of friend will guess where you go?
Abbas.
Oh, blood boy,
You gotta get out of here.
I gotta get out of
You
here.
gotta get out of here.
I'll be
Okay.
with you in 20
Okay.
20 minutes after.
20 minutes.
Thank
Okay.
you, David.
Great, yeah, great. Difficulty of the health tier is a regular feature. We'll see you on Monday of the health tier, but meanwhile, we anticipate like 21 minutes. Um, for now, let's find out what's making news from the print media. Yes. Yes, welcome to the review of the local dailies. Our first stop is the In Profile Daily. Yes, the Friday edition of the In Profile, Volume 17, number 87. In the In Profile Daily, Supreme Court Bench 6 increased security presence. Well, Chief Justice Shannon Yon is right here. Looking so serious. Supreme Court 6 increased security presence. I'm seeing flashback photo of the four benches here. Yusuf Kala, very tall man. Yamu Gwese was there. But Thomas Windows here. Legoto. Yes, Yamu Gwese, yeah, you go right there listening. Yes, Yamu Gwese is Sienna Clinton, and of course, James Eto Wolo Colley, along with the Chief Justice, all lineup. Yeah, captured on the front page of the In Profile Grapple Copy. Read the rest of the story. LBDI instructed to upgrade system. We're saying this. This is our former friend Anthony Williams. Williams is saying the Maryland County lawmaker says LBDI instructed to upgrade system. What sort of system it is? You can grab a copy. Read the rest of the story. MPA MD EU dedication accesses sign-up port. Where I'm seeing how working Sekou Dukle was up in the media for the wrong reason, but he's doing a lot of work. MPA boss Sekou Hussein Dukle, EU delegation access sign-up port. It's a sub-list story here on the front page from the In Profile. Let's go to the back page. Where is the back page? The back page from the In Profile. Boycott launches CBL for National Education Literacy Program. And of course, President Joseph Yvan Boyka is right here on the front back page this morning. Liberia's ambassador to Saudi Arabia commissioned. Yes, it's another story here this morning. Government spokesman compares Weir's brain to mosquito. Oh. You clear the truth? Is that Dinosaur? Well, anyway, I can't go further with this one. And in the review from the In Profile.
Yes, so
Good morning, is former president. I mean, I haven't listened to what he said, but I won't have said this.
yes,
Anyway.
this is the New Republic, newspaper. The lead story on the front page, it says, "We are afar, Ellen on board. The case of President Boakai co-shouldering his predecessors." The case of President Boakai co-shouldering his predecessors. We are afar, Ellen on board. This is the lead story on the front page of the New Republic newspaper. A sub-lead story: Kofa's return imminent is a question mark. Kofa's return imminent as High Court slams majority blocks over Speaker remover. Still on the front page of the New Republic, early cries for salaries at War Crimes Court office. Councillor Jala Babu says staff has not taken pay for 2 months. So let's go to the back page. The back page, they have something on the front page here. They call it a data code. It says, "Find a place inside where there's joy, and the joy will burn out the pain." And it's a quote by Joseph Campbell on the front page of the New Republic newspaper. Let's go to the back page. The back page, ailing journalist cries for help. Well, this is our colleague Alex Yoma here capture on the back page of the New Republic newspaper. A massive turnout in Grand Cru as citizens rally behind House Speaker Kofa. Still on the back page, Street Kids Liberia condemns student protests, calls for dialogue with government, and government suspends Poro Sandy activities nationwide. And that's the final story on the back page of the New Republic newspaper.
Great. Let's get up to the Friday edition of The Independent. The Independent, 23 years of critical, investigative, and fair journalism. Yes, captured the president. I like the picture of Joseph Boyka on the front page of The Independent. Except Supreme Court ruling, ECOWAS urges Liberian leaders. Well, President Joseph Boyka is here. Former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Former President George Weah is also captured. Speaker Fonanti Kofa. Fonanti Kofa increased Joseph Fonokon. Joseph Fonokon, I brave man, and still remain fighting up. Fonanti Kofa is here, and of course, the majority's bloc speaker Richard Kuhn is captured on the front page of The Independent. You grab a copy, read the rest of from the story. Chinese looting our minerals. We're saying the angry citizen protest against Hazaros mining. Where is this mining company? Women pay picture is captured here on the front page this morning. Well, Chinese looting our minerals. You can grab a copy. Let's go to the back page and see where is the back page. The back page. I'm not seeing the back page. Where is same damn back page of The Independent? If I cannot get the back page, there are so many papers on my decks.
Back page is there.
Yes, the back page should be here. The back page is here, and where is the back page? I opened more than 4 or 5 WhatsApp at the same time. This was killing. So I'm not seeing the back page. You want to run out with the desktop? Sorry. The back page.
Okay, so let's go for the Daily Observer.
Yeah, sorry about
Yeah,
that.
let's go for the Daily Observer. The lead story on the front page. ECOWAS urges respect for Supreme Court ruling as Liberia faces political gridlock. Seeing the head of the ECOWAS delegation in the country recently is captured right here on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Liberia launches financial education and paths to boost economy. Still on the front page, protest over dirty logging contract. I'm seeing a truck carrying logs right here on the front page of the paper. Speaker Kuhn dragged to court by his wife over refusal to account for funds generated from jointly owned properties. Well, I'm seeing the majority speaker, Richard Kuhn, captured here on the front page of the Daily Observer. Daily Observer. Let's go. Yeah, let's go to the back page. The back page of the Daily Observer. Boakai makes statement of support to forest communities with huge rental fees payment. And finally, MPC. That's
MPC.
yeah, MPC, Movement for Progressive Change, condemns use of force against MCSS students, calls for dialogue and government action. This is former presidential candidate, Mr. Simeon Freeman, captured here on the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper.
You condemn what? MPC, you can address the STV issue, but you condemning last week Liberia in. Yes, let's get up to the last stop this morning. It should be the Inquirer. Yes, the front page of the Inquirer. It's our major focus this morning. LAC UMC denounces attack on bishops in Nigeria. The Liberia Annual Conference, United Methodist Church denounces attacks on bishops in Nigeria. Is what captured on the front page of the Inquiry. You can grab a copy and read the rest of the story. UP supporters demonstrate at Boyka resident. It's a sub of the story here. Grab a copy. Let's see if I can go to the back page. Where is the back page? I'm not finding the back page now. Yes, so I can't get the back page from the Inquiry as well. Yes, then the Verity is our last stop. Simeco conceives death amid labor abuse, bribery, and neglect claims. Simeco is captured. The cement company is captured. We'll follow up on the story here. On the front page of the Verity, War Crimes School. I think you did this, right? Yes, in limbo. All right. Where are we? Welcome to the TBS. And of course, the show is brought to you by Orange Liberia, Echo Bank Liberia. The Pan African Bank is proud to be associated with Liberia's biggest breakfast show. We cut across the 15 counties in the land and breadth of the Republic of Liberia. Yes, thanks so much. For many of the data, those of you watching online, our Facebook page, you listening up to the radio, we'd like to say good morning and happy weekend. Let's get our attention to the truck drivers again. This is week number 2 for us. The police should give special attention to the reckless driving of truck drivers across Monserrado, even beyond Monserrado. Yesterday was another accident by truck drivers again. The information we got, the truck was put on fire immediately. And when we take our time and making some awareness and advocacy for issue, those who in government in the relevant position should not give us deaf ears, man. They should listen up. The truck drivers is no secret. Even on yesterday, just around the Jabber Freeway, there's a truck and the police small vehicle was running. They would have got overthrow that overtake the police cars. I was wondering. I said, wow, they are doing it to the police, the patrol car. The truck driver horn beyond the small police patrol car and he just make a pass. Boom! And do you know how to apply a brake? The smaller vehicles will stop easily. But with the truck, you have to hold the airbag. It's not something easy to stop. So most time, there will be an accident. So I want to call on the LNP. Greg, good morning to you. Can we look at the truck drivers? Misono Fala, right? I missed what's that Miss Fala name?
Thomas?
No, the Kingdom Bedon CEO.
Oh, okay. Swansea,
Yes.
Swansea
I
Fala.
make Swansea with one footballer in every time. Swansea Fala, one time he said, can the truck drivers, can the police come up with a regulation what will just drive at midnight, 10 p.m., 11 p.m., up to 5 a.m. in the morning? Other countries are doing so. Melvin Lake even said almost the same thing. The police, why are you not listening? So more violence is occurring regularly. I haven't seen a man like David Forte in my life before. This is advanced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that invaded.
Yeah, invade. I mean, some invasion are necessary. Yes, but Russia invaded Ukraine. Nobody was talking on here, but what they got it. Some invasion are necessary, Avi Shaw. Yeah, but sorry, those of you watching online, just saw a very young man coming through the camera.
Yeah,
David Cody. That's
David
an evasion.
Bell.
That's an evasion. Broad day evasion. The police, as a close up on this matter, please, man. Accidents are occurring every day. And the last time the report read out by the IG, he said that most of the accidents are done by occurring by the motorcyclists, right? But he didn't tell us who killing them. It's the truck. The truck drivers are the one who killing the cyclists. Look, we don't hit them. But I feel that they believe they don't have control. No one controlling the anyway to drive. That's it. Which must have regulation in the traffic. Yes, sir.
Yes, again, on you. Sometimes, when I saw that yesterday, it just brought to my mind that we have been saying these things over and over. It appears that people in authority are not listening, or whether they are listening, they don't take these comments very seriously. And what the people will resort to is what you saw yesterday. Like I said, I saw the truck on fire, meaning that the residents were angry, and so they had no option but to put the truck on fire, which is not also good. But the good thing that should be done is that government institutions that are responsible should put in place the appropriate measure to curb these kind of accidents that are happening on a daily basis. Okay, like I said earlier, we cannot confirm whether that person was dead, but the person was lying on the road while the truck was on fire and people were standing all over the place, which is very, very disturbing. Week after week, we're seeing the same thing happening. We talk about it, and people in authority are not, even if they are taking action, whether they are taking it in secret, we don't know. Okay, what kind of policy dialogue you are having with stakeholders in the sector, including the motorcyclists, the truck drivers, the commercial taxi drivers, okay, even some private people need to know. You need to take actions. People make recommendations. Let's restrict this the issue of the heavy duty vehicles driving in a day. Let's carry them to night hours. At least it will be safer. We can save lives, we can save properties. But nothing is happening and we don't hear anything Out of the media institutions in the country, we haven't heard the transport minister say anything about all of these things that are happening. We haven't heard, we only heard the police talk about, oh, we'll restrict the motorcyclists from going to Central Monrovia. The accident that happened yesterday at Central Monrovia, the one that happened on the route here with at Central Monrovia. So you put your entire attention on the Central Monrovia motorcyclist issue and forgetting about what's happening across the country. That's what I will say. Okay? What happened in Dixville yesterday is not Central Monrovia. So there should be concrete steps, concrete actions taken to stop this thing. We can't be saying anything every day, and then the next day we come on air, we say, oh, they killed somebody in Banaville yesterday, somebody down Rafi Highway, somebody down Kakata Highway, and we'll be saying the same thing over and over. So for me, O'Neal, I'll be clear with you that from today, I'm not going to be talking about this again.
No, man. Yeah. Let's win this fight that will deal with the AFL, man.
Yeah, because
let's win it like we deal with the NSC, man.
I always tell people, public service, people give you opportunity to serve in government. If you want to be complacent, if you want to be relaxed, if you want to be don't care, just go and establish your private business and be your own CEO. Nobody will talk behind you. Nobody will give you a hard time. But when you are in the public space, you know, the people give you, the president, the people gave you that job as transport minister indirectly, as police inspector general. The people gave you that job indirectly because they directly give the job to the president, and the president gives you the job. So the people, you are accountable to the people. You are occupying public position. You are now of your own. That's why when you are in public service, sometimes you don't have too much privacy. Once you're serving in the public space, you don't have too much privacy because you are working for the public. So you are accountable to the people. We can't be talking this thing over and over, and every day we come, we announce new death, new accident, and you think we should be thinking about it, and the police don't care. The only thing they care about now is the motorcyclists in Central Monrovia, the keke people. The people who are doing the big thing, you don't go after them. It's almost like the drug fight. You go to the ghetto and grab these victims and go and jail them. You say you're fighting drugs. What are you doing with the people who are actually bringing the substances in the country? So there's the same thing about this whole motor accident, motorcyclists, and traffic thing. The police is more focused on the motorcyclists because when you grab one motorbike, you tell the man, if you're not giving $5, I will impound a motorbike and will give you ticket. The man will be constrained to give you money. That the only place your focus is. At the end of the day, you hear the motorcyclists accusing you, say you in daily susu, so you're supposed to get a susu money from them. The keke people will be saying the same thing. What's happening with the heavy duty truck drivers that are killing people on a daily basis in the country?
And that kind of stories becoming so annoying for us to be reporting.
Seriously.
Yes, I mean, we can't be reporting this thing because we're saying on the radio every day and no one's listening.
It doesn't look the news again.
No, it's not a breaking news.
By the definition of news is something strange. Something strange that's happening.
But this is occurring every day.
In fact, it's a normal routine now, so it's not news anymore.
Yeah.
So the police and the transport ministry have created a culture of accident in the country now. So it's happening all the time. They are collaborating with the heavy duty truck drivers to be killing people. Why do people say that?
Yeah,
because we say that every day and you're not taking any step. We haven't heard the Minister of Transport have a press conference say anything about these things.
Well, maybe.
So what do you expect?
Even the police, yesterday I said the public safety director, the chief of public safety.
I mean, the people only concerned about motorcycling and Central Monrovia.
Yeah, man, you can't push us to be saying the way we are saying. You know, it's very, 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 very sad. Yes, I just say, let's look at the release from
ECOWAS.
ECOWAS. I mean, it's hardly been condemned. Was it? But ECOWAS wasted a lot of DSA to come to Liberia to come tell us the same thing. Yes, yes. I mean, all of what they released. Look at most of the social blogs on the Facebook. The visitation to ECOWAS. Well, some say it was a good one. Meeting with Joseph Boykai, George Weah, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. They met with the rule of law caucus. They met with the majority bloc caucus, but they are saying almost the same thing. So,
read it?
Yeah. So maybe you could go down to, in this regard, what they're urging all of them to do.
Okay.
Yes, in this regard. Yeah.
Yeah. So, this is the communique from the ECOWAS Commission. So after the line, the mission came to Liberia from the 11th of December. They held this and that. All of these meetings they came down now to say what were their recommendations.
Yes.
So They said, in regard, the mission urges President Joseph Boakai and his predecessors to work closely together to enhance peace, stability, and development in the country. That number one, there was number one recommendation. Number two, all stakeholders to respect the impending ruling of the Supreme Court. And number two, they will say the thing that the Supreme Court coming talk after the argument they go Wednesday.
Yes.
The thing they coming talk, everybody must respect it.
Okay.
Now number two. Number three, all stakeholders to develop a roadmap to promptly end the impasse in the leadership of the House of Representatives. They should develop a roadmap. Then finally, international stakeholders to support ongoing efforts to find lasting solutions to the current political impasse in the country. Finally, the mission wishes to assure all stakeholders of ECOWAS enduring commitment to supporting Liberia in promoting peace, sustainable development, and good governance. Our ECOWAS say.
Yeah, ECOWAS say.
Yeah, the delegation that came in the country, that some people were politicizing. You, the other people say they don't want to go meet the people. The other people through ECOWAS delegation also, all these things they thought. ECOWAS, the mission they came on in the country. This is what they said. But again, only I know other people will say, well, ECOWAS position is weak.
It's a weak one.
Yes, but again, ECOWAS cannot make maybe a bigger statement because the matter is before the Supreme Court only. What you think? Because the Supreme Court, that is the final arbiter of justice, has now given it final decision on this.
They try to be careful also.
So they try to be careful. Okay.
Yeah.
So they could not just come out outright and say, well, as per our assessment, the engagement we have had, and the understanding we have of the matter, we're going to come out clearly to say the procedure to remove the speaker was not correct. We call everybody to go back to status quo and start the process all over if they think they still have interest in removing the speaker. They can't say that because the Supreme Court has to rule first.
So one important thing I capture with this release, although many on the social media say it's a weak one, the waste of the time reading throughout, that whatsoever result that will come out from the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Now, one major thing I capture
should be respected.
Should be respected by the current president, the past presidents, the rule of law caucus, and the majority bloc. So the biggest responsibility now is the Supreme Court now Liberians are looking up to. Yes. Which way the ruling will go, please respect it. That's what ECOWAS is saying. And yeah, I mean, somewhere you have to listen to ECOWAS, because when you have your own problems, your external problem, you have to run to them. Yes. But let's get our attention. I'd yet to see one. Okay, yeah, he's not in studio yet. Let's get our attention. You know, we started on this Ministry of Agriculture thing. And thanks to the media, we are doing extremely well. Look, the folks at the Ministry of Agriculture will have no personal thing against you. We just want you to do the rightful thing. If you wake up, there's a boycott right now, our president will tell you, say, look, it's agriculture, agriculture, and agriculture. The A for that RS stands for the A is agriculture in the RS agenda. If you're spelling out the A, those of you who don't know the RS, right? The ARRES to that RS, the A is there for agriculture. So we cannot be having problems and we remain tight-lips. So one will be here in 10 minutes from now. So because of our consistency on the radio, guess what? The Senate Committee on Forestry, Agriculture, Fisheries, despite they are on a break, upon the resumption, they're going to cite the Minister of Agriculture. That's how the radio should be. You know, my brother say you will get tired on his truck driver thing. I say no. One point in time, we're doing the election commission for a select continue. I was saying on my last day. So I'm begging you to don't get tired. The Senate Committee to have listened. They said, but why is it the media consistently raising up issues about the Ministry of Agriculture? But then there must be a problem. So the Senate will cite the Minister of Agriculture. I understand it's in Paris. The point is return when the Senate resume, and they'll start asking all of the questions. Why is it the smallholder farmers, they are not benefiting from those equipment, those tricycle? They say they're not the rightful one who bought them. Who bought them will still asking the question. Why is it? They'll also ask for the progress report. Those are you who took grant. That's why the Senate will be asking. There's no secret about this. If they came around and go in the Chief Justice, Supreme Court, and will be watching it live. There's no secret in this one. They'll be asking, what about the progress report? The progress report, those are you who took grant during genuine Cooper time. You took grant, you have not given the report. Meanwhile, they are submitted a report to the World Bank. And the funny thing about it, the World Bank are given the agriculture ministry knock sign and say, thank you, beautiful report. But guess what? They reported just on the paper. So what is happening right now? The Ministry of Agriculture is sending people on the field. Do you know how many farmers called me yesterday since we announced the number marker? You won't believe it. They called and said, but agriculture project calling on now. They're sending people on the field and to go along with them to the farm. There's one of the workers from the agriculture ministry, but we don't have compacts. We don't have the compact. The compact is there to use to locate the farm. Say, I mean, we're not smart, you know. To tell you, say, there are how many acres? It's a full lot equal to 1 hectare. We'll follow this. The reason why we're saying this, we don't want to aid in the areas to collapse. So the president's attention should be there. The tricycle, I repeat, today we'll see water, water is being used in the tricycle hauling. That was not for the sole intent. It's for the smallholder farmer. We'll continue with this on Monday, my brother. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. One okay will be here shortly. But something strange happened, man. And you know, we are so inquisitive. We also know what is happening. Sometimes I run from the Facebook and go out, not knowing the fact that the CMC. So Musa Belete, tell me why you keeping this information away from us? The CMC political leader Musa Hassan Belete have taken the work away from. Now listen up, it's not Nima County again. He have moved into Bapolu County.
Say he has extended.
He has extended, yes. Oh man, that's why we're a team, man. Musa have extended.
Is that what you say?
Yeah,
move the work
yeah.
and then we coming.
We tell you for Nima for good. We tell Musa, I say, look, Musa, you are done wearing Musa in Nima County. Move that. He have extended to Bapolu County where you don't want to hear this one. Put something in your ear and just close your ear, or you shut the radio off, forgetting about the life. We're talking about development here. Now he's not asking for you to vote for him if that will be his ambition. Now we'll get to that. But the CMC have extended to Bapolu County building bridges. Oh my God. They are in Bele Yala. A guy called me for the forest. Bele Yala in the Bele region. He said, but I don't hear you people talking about the Ability Development Foundation, the BDF, are moving to Bapolu. I said, what are you talking about? He said, but we listen to the radio and nothing has been mentioned. The team started work effectiveness with the build more than 20 bridges in Bapolu.
Wow.
Yes. Musa Hassan Belete, the CMC. They kind of thing he's behind it. This is the information we like to run with, man. Yeah, that's a good one.
Development is good.
Development is something like you.
You know, elaborate people run with negative news instead of the positive ones.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to development, a lot of people will say, yeah, thank you, it's good. But once it is negative, but just mention a little thing about corruption, and yeah. If you just talk about development and open the lines, you will see that the colors will be few. But when you talk about corruption and open the line, hey man, everybody that corruption investigator in the country.
Yeah, that all they like.
Yeah. So I mean, we want to appreciate that effort of expansion and extension, whatever work. You know, counties like Bapolu. Why it is true, even my own county Nimba, some part of Nimba feel sorry for us. But counties like Bapolu feel sorry for the people in certain parts of that county, because when they talk about the hub of illicit mining in Liberia,
Bapolu.
You know, I was small in high school. I still used to see people moving from our community and going to Bapolu. They say, where are you going? They say, oh, we're going to the gold mine in Bapolu. We're going to the diamond mine in Bapolu. They used to go there. They hustle. Some of them will come back with good money and all of things. But ever since these things been happening, other companies have gone there, whether they get in class C lesson, they are doing class B mining, but mining activity is going on all across that small county. But the people do not benefit from the outcome, the resources generated from their their minerals, which is very sad for the people there. So if the CMC or maybe Ability Development Foundation is engaging with the communities and seeing that, well, we can make the communities accessible. We can, because the barriers to development is bad road. That's why when the current president said his priority, the top of his priority was road, a lot of people said yes, because if you open a road across the country, you are able to give rise to economic prosperity, because people who are farmers, majority of our people live on farm. The bottom people on government job. So it is very important, and we will appreciate if these projects will be open to the media.
Yeah, you
If these projects will be
look.
open to the media, so that the Liberian people can know exactly what impact are being
If
made
CMC like
on
the
that side.
citizen movement, like they shouldn't inform of Monday, and Maka will tell you the exact. We'll call all the region in the place that. It's just that it was like 10 minutes away from the time
Okay.
we're running to come on the show, but we'll just call all of it. Maybe we're taking it as a surprise, but that shouldn't be kept away from the public. Thank you so much. Let's talk about the Liberia Telecommunication Authority (LTA) quickly before Fangalo. Fangalo, the senatorial candidate in the by-election in Lima Obu for Shirley. T. Fangalo, Wonake Fangalo. The LTA, good morning to you. Are you observing what we have observed over the last 2 or 3 days? Or last month, let's say? Most of the radio station, how do you get a radio station frequency? You must apply, you have a business registry. From there, you go to the Ministry of Information to pay for the permit, and the LTA will be the one to give you permits. But do you know what is happening now in the analog world? Liberia is still in analog. Let me use Truth FM for example. You can have 96.1. They have another radio station 95.9. That's just one digit between them. If we transform to digital, there will be a major interference. I'm not denigrating any new, radio station. It's your right to come up, but there should be 5 numbers between another station frequency. If I have 96.1, the next person that is coming should have 93, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96.6. That's how it should be. That's the regular standard there, since we're in the analog world. The LT, I don't think you guys are following up. Look at for 90.2, you get 90.3, you get 90.4. It appears that technician just assigned themselves the frequency. It's a sad thing. Gal station got 95.9. If you run it up, it's 96, right? It's 96.1 true FM is operating. If not be so on a digital, by now we'll have interference. And that's why you are there to monitor the LTA. If we don't have time, let's be few calls before one K can come out this morning. Yes. Good morning. Good morning to the folks at the Dubo Road. The DEA team there, they are doing extremely well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the current building again, my man Hatta. Yeah, the team, the DEA, they are very effective. Yes. Good morning to the entire team at the DEA, the boss, all of you. I like to say good morning. I'm seeing he's walking just like, why is Maybon Kula? Let's see 1K Fangalo on the live. What's happening? Maybon, where are you? Let's see. I want to capture him, the son of Nima County. And he said to me he's going to win the election. So let's pick few calls until we get 1K on the line.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning, O'Neal.
Morning. Go ahead.
Thing is this, I've been spoke from Rural Community. Let me, my bit of the regional organization decision, which is the ECOWAS. You know, O'Neal Marka, when you are a member of a regional organization, you respect the decision of the regional organization, but not ECOWAS and all that, bro. I'm sorry to say, but ECOWAS is a very weak regional organization or anything, because it can be like the EU. It can be
So what did you expect of ECOWAS delegation in the country?
Thank you, O'Neal. Don't respect for the part of the decision from some Kedo West, criminal Janet. All these issues were brought to the ECOWAS. They took decision. But what on Liberia in addition, they define the regional organization. And what is happening? They wouldn't tell you, if you don't pay the fine, they suspend you. It's money, but they get them serious measure that will bring the country to the knees.
If you were head of the delegation and came to the country, what would have been your decision?
It's like don't do we do things. We don't accept it because they're indifferent. Oh, we take your decision.
Okay.
If you get, we are still on sustained by cabinet.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, O'Neal Marka. This is Honorable Milton Yoko, incoming representative, District 6, Montserrat County, 2029. This morning, I've called to speak to the Unity Party government very seriously. I want for them to forget about President Weah and do their work. Former President Weah and do their work. I'm so disappointed that Mr. Sando, we talked to one of the former presidents of the Republic of Liberia, like he is talking to a little kid. First of all, he disrespected the country. He disrespected the man. This is not good at all. Let them forget about responding to President Weah and do the job. We remove President Weah and put them there because we feel that they are able to do the job. Let them forget about responding to them. He will not send President Washington to them. You know what I'm saying? They are not a pastor for them to say they will send President Washington for them to come preach. President Weah will criticize them, he will condemn them, he will say all kind of things for them because they did the same thing when they were in opposition. That is very wrong. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, O'Neal. Good morning to Marka. Charles M. Deline in the point for things here.
Okay.
All my mind one has to do with you guys being promoter of orange years in our country. 5 days ago, I reached Charles Madaraka.
So you don't have question or reason to question us who will do business with in the country. So who are you to ask us why we do business with any institution in the country? Please, if you don't have anything to talk about, you got to stop that. What do you mean by your problem is us doing business with Orange? Orange, you let joke me. Good morning. Yeah, man. Yeah, we got some money in Galo. Go ahead, yeah.
Good morning, Madam David, and that's when you Robert. Of this is Jeremiah, David, and I told you something in the market. Let me appreciate you guys solely for, speaking on the issue of this truck. I think most of the accidents are taking place now in Moreover and on the Moreover is from the truck driver. If you just make a travel on the Forming Highway where you have the Western Cross truck, if you see this guy pulling on our road, if we say the road belongs to them only, most often they take advantages of this smaller cars and things. So majority of this can happen, they happen from the truck driver. The last time I call on your show trying to tell you I have the technology which I can put in place that will monitor all of the cars moving, and I think you told him to call you on your number. I think things like kind of where a government should come and bring things to help to put these things into place. People are dying. Shouldn't give papers. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning.
A pleasant good morning, and let me say good morning to O'Neal. I phone information for the voice of Apple 818. Let me also say a pleasant good morning to the people's lawmaker and Musa Sam. 2 issues quickly. One has to do with this issue of ECOWAS, and another has to do with the issue of the truck drivers. Like my brother said, ECOWAS need to be intentional. They need to be intentional in a sense that for any reason, any member state of this particular institution was on the contrary, if they are not proceeding rightly, I think ECOWAS needs to take some stand. Marka.
So, Akwe, in this case, now the Supreme Court still has a decision to make on this matter. So, you don't expect the ECOWAS to come out outright and do anything while the matter is still pending before the High Court in the country.
Always saying we are judging ECOWAS on some of the past experiences. Let my brother rightly say, look at this issue of Cabinet Janet. You know that the past government was asked to restitute what Cabinet Janet, all of its benefits. Also to this state Marka, you and I know that the previous government did not do anything. And even this current government, I don't know where this current government is going to shoulder that responsibility of giving all those benefits to Cabinet Janet. Look, when Liberia goes wrong, Liberia is not above the law or the rules and regulations of ECOWAS. If Liberia should breach any rule or regulation of ECOWAS, ECOWAS needs to stand firm. I think if ECOWAS stands firm, so these things that are causing chaos in this country, if we are about to jump into them, we will be very, very careful how we go about doing it. But if we don't have any authority that is regulating and penalizing us, at any point in time, we will just do things and think that we want and we'll be penalized. And lastly, the issue of the truck drivers, Marka, I think it's about time we rise up to the occasion. Just because the accident we talked about yesterday, there was another one again, I think somewhere around the Somalia Drive area, where two persons, a motorcyclist and a passenger, this truck driver again gets ran into them and killed them instantly. I don't know the reason for which these guys are doing these things. They say that they feel when they do it, there's no outcome, there's no penalty, but it's about time, like I said, we as Liberians, I think we're going to take the bull by the horn because those lives are being wasted. They are members of our families. These lives cannot come back. Sometimes they can't be
and like I would say normally these are sometimes people question why people go about more violence or protests and all of that. These things happen when people lose trust and confidence in the justice system. Okay, yes, exactly. So I mean, we are not encouraging people to go about vandalizing properties or protesting or carrying out more violence, but authorities should take the appropriate action to ensure people don't do these things.
100% correct, Marka. You're 100% correct. Why they should call on some of our young brothers and sisters to deviate from the acts of more violence? But once Liberians do not have trust and confidence in the justice system, you will find people taking the law into their hands. And it's about time the authority rise up to this occasion and see how best they can continue or mitigate this particular problem. Thank you for.
Yes, thank you, Akwe, for joining. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Good morning, O'Neal Marka. Thank you. And I don't join this conversation this morning for Mauritius fan.
Okay.
Marka and O'Neal, I want to thank you guys. I heard you say we are doing extremely well. We don't need rocket scientists to tell us that you both are doing extremely well with this, media things. Because every other information we need in the public, we get some of us that are followers of the TDS, we get it from you people. Now, you said something that really broke my heart this morning. And that is, in Liberia, when you talk about development, people are not paying attention to that. But when you talk about corruption, every citizen of Liberia has become investigator of corruption in Liberia. We judge even the people who are just alleged. We found it guilty in our own mind. We as a citizen of Liberia. But look, we have to continue flagging out those good things, even though somebody may do, the negative thing before, but let us also talk about one good thing they did before. Thank you for the information this morning, and thank you. God bless you.
All right, thank you. Yes, sir.
Yes.
We can continue with the
We can continue. Yes. The only records I had to tell you, so we're doing well. Yeah, we're doing well.
Yeah, so we're entering Nimba County this morning.
Yes.
And we are on a train with Toboti Wanoke Fangalo this morning.
Yeah.
One of those trying very hard.
Senator candidate.
Yeah, trying very hard to replace the late Senator Prince Johnson in Nimba County. So it's a pleasure.
Yeah, so we're bringing on the camera.
Yes.
So before doing that, there's this issue of Simenko. Yeah, please give us up to Monday.
Okay.
Yes, this issue of Simenko, we have reached out to the management, and management definitely said will get back. Yes.
What is it? Accident happened there?
Death, bad labor practice, XYZ,
okay,
and so on. Yes, let's have him on the camera. He look like a senator.
Yeah.
Right. Again, this is one killer. Let me mix him up this morning. Let me see.
He looks like a senator, eh?
Yeah, he looks like a senator.
Yeah. Thank you. But you know that is the opposition and government in waiting, so he must resemble government before we go into the election. So he resembles senator while going for the senatorial seat. But it's great to have you this morning. Good morning.
It's a pleasure, Marka, and it's a pleasure, O'Neal, to be here with you guys.
It's not stressful since declaring your intention. It's a stressful thing on sleepless night. 9 districts in
Nimba. 9 electoral districts.
9 electoral districts. It's a stressful.
It requires a lot of work. It requires a lot of sacrifice. But this is something we projected going through this process. The sacrifice that is being made now is worth the process. So we anticipate it. We are ready for it.
Are you been to the county? Have you been to the county?
Oh yeah, Marka. Yes, I've been to the county. I actually came back yesterday morning, and I'll be going back in 2 days.
Okay.
And I was still there till the election result is announced.
Share with us your first-hand experience. What is happening? What are the people in the county saying? Who are they looking for to replace Senator Johnson?
I will tell you this. In my own opinion, if the elections were held today, if the election was held today or in the next 2 or 3 days, Samuel Koga will win. That is my opinion, and that is because a
Really?
lot. That is my opinion.
You try to be fair enough.
I have to be. I'm an intellectual. I owe it to my viewers and my listeners to be factual in my analysis and my projection of realities on the ground. And
So,
the reason
so are
why,
you proceeding before
no
even
wait,
voting day?
no wait. Thank God we have to wait till April 22nd.
Okay.
At which time, I say if the election was held in the next 72 hours, he would definitely win because what government and generations of leadership in this country have done to our people is that they have kept them poor. They have kept them desperate. They have kept them needing from them. And then they go and give them what they have already taken from them. And then they manipulate them for political benefits. What we are doing now on the ground in Nimba is that we are propagating the message of human rights, the message of truth, the message of hope, the message of education, the message of development. When I go to Nimba County and I say I want to be a senator, I'm saying vote for me because, not just because of my family legacy, but because my name is Tobert T. Wanake Fangalo. I am the one candidate in this race who can actually reflect or represent change. I'm the one candidate in this race who can lift up his hand and say, I have not benefited anything from the government that should have gone to the people, meaning corruption that you guys just talk about.
Maybe you have not had the opportunity.
Well, you really think that as a man, of my stature, if I wanted to work in government, if I wanted to work in LA government, I would have worked there. Judge, we are government. If I want to work in this government tomorrow, I can work tomorrow. Facts. They would not look at my credential and turn a blind eye to it. You just cannot do that. But the reality here is, I want to be able to have a sit down with my employer. I have a concern. I have a message. I have an issue that I've been fighting for so long, and people who work in government, my opinion is that Liberia will get to a space in time where people will be partners with the government and not have to worry about losing their job or being, or denigrated to something else when they speak facts that the government does not like. That is my issue. Not just with this government, with generations of leadership in this country. You can only work for them when you are prepared to be a yes sir, yes ma'am. Mayors across cities in Nima County will not come out and open their doors. We've received several endorsements behind closed doors, behind the camera from mayors, from major cities in Nima County because they are afraid to come on camera because they worry that they will lose their job. And this is the space and time we live in. Thomas Jefferson said many years ago that if the government fear the people, democracy is at its best. But if the people fear the government, we're heading for tyranny. And that was a paraphrasing here. So, in a nutshell, my experience is that the people did not have a better choice until we appeared, until we arrived. People will gather and they will listen to the message and they will see truth, literally beaming from my face. People will say, when you spoke, I look at you, I listened to you, and I could feel in my heart that you were being truthful. The people are saying that they want change. If you look at candidates that are related to the past government and this government, and you look at the conditions of the people that the past and present government have failed to change. Look, 13 months ago, we accused the government before of doing so many bad things. We said that the government before, that is the CDC government, we accused them of using almost $50 million of the Liberian people money to campaign. We are in an election. We are in a by-election in 2025, where you can see literally the vice president of the Constitutional Republic of Liberia rolling down on into Nimba with almost all of the ministers of government, almost all of the directors of public operation. And we are hearing that while he was there,
Vice President Jeremiah Coon.
Jeremiah Kuma, dear friends. And we are hearing that while he was there, he gave 550,000 United States dollars. And we're looking to that to see if this can be authenticated.
What are you saying, Sean?
What we are saying,
I'm listening up to the CMC as well. They are saying the vice president should stay away from the by-election unless the Bayans make their own decision.
Let me tell you something, O'Neal, and the people of Nimba, my dear brothers and sisters, my fathers and my mothers, my cousins and friends and little brothers and bigger brothers and etc. and etc. Please listen. I hope that this message is being relayed in your station across, Nimba.
Your life on Truth FM Nimba, yes.
What I want to say to the people of Nimba, we have been suffering for too long. Not just Nimba, Liberia. And we are the ones who can change our destiny. We are the ones who can make a decision and say, this decision will be more about me and my country and my county, more so than it will be about political party or partisanship. We are the ones who can decide that we want to continue in the same direction or we want to bring about change. We are the ones who can look at the 8 contenders in this race and say, this one look like the same old, same old thing. Or we can say, this one look like change. At least let's try this one. We are the ones who can do that. Since 2005, people go to election, and when they go to election, they literally focus on what they will get now. Your government that have kept you in poverty, your government that have taken away from you your constitutional or benefits in terms of, for instance, Article 6 and 7, which every time I come to this station I talk about. The government has an obligation to educate its people. They take that money, they buy big cars for their employees, for public officials, and they keep the people in poverty. And then when it's time for election, they go down there, and they give some bundles of zinc, some bags of cement, and say, oh, vote for me again. When you vote for them, now you have given 6 to 8 to 9 years to them. And that's time that you will continue in poverty. You have just compromised your children's future. This is the problem that we have all across Liberia, not just in Nimba. So, to conclude to Marka's questions, the answer to that is that we are hearing, again, we are looking into it to see if we can authenticate, but we are hearing from so many sources that the vice president went down there with almost half of the government officials, like ministers and directors of public operations. And that while he was there, he gave $550,000 United States dollars to Sam Koga and said, you say however you want it. We'll give you more when you need it. Anything that the government have access to, we'll make sure that you have access to it. For me, and he spoke down voice of Gompa just about 3 hours before I arrived.
Declaring his support. I mean, as vice president official.
The vice president of the Republic of Liberia, the vice president of the Republic of Liberia, rode on down to Ganta City. And while he was there, he walked on into the studio. And he said, the Mana people, dear people, I am here to tell you that you should vote for Sam Koga. And the only justification he has is that Sam Koga, when you see people in the door here, you will see people in the door here. That's why you're going to send your Kennedy or your senator around the world to go and sit with intellectual and educated and professional developers to negotiate on behalf of Nimba County because he knows how to say people in the door here. Jesus help us. So we went on there right after he left, and we propounded our message of peace and hope and vision for Nimba. I spoke about the idea that I am the one candidate in this race who is actually undertaking major development project that will benefit Nimba and Liberia. And I did not begin my project for political expediency. I began it because I have a humanitarian heart and I care about what hurt or what help other people.
You told them what our project is?
I told them that right here in Fendel, I'm constructing a university that I will prioritize Nimba students first. If you graduate from any school in Nimba County, high school, with a grade point of 79% and above, you come to Fendel. Nimba students have to be able to leave the county, go and experience the rest of the country, go and experience the outside world, equip and educate themselves, and come back with preparedness to develop their land.
Why Koga would not be a better senator for Nimba County?
He would never tell you that he would be a better senator. He would never. I challenge Sam Koga to come on the radio.
If Koga wins, there'll be another by-election in Nimba.
If Koga were to win, and God forbid,
is using $2 million to have this by-election. So after that, the country has
God forbid that he wins, and we are hoping that when election results are announced, we hope that there will be a really big surprise because they are going around. The guy goes around. He stands there and he does the traditional dance. He says the people don't need anything; they just need a senator that can dance. That's his message. He said, "Vote, come on, Samba." Like they know what's saying, so you vote for me. That's all. The man does not talk about his understanding of international issues. The man does not talk about his capacity and propensity and even the possibility that he will travel the world and meet with leaders of foreign nations and meet with people who understand international development projects and that he is able to persuade them to come to Nimba. He does not make an argument, for instance, the mining that's going on in Nimba. There are better ways that the mining process could benefit the citizens of Nimba. He does not make any such argument. He is overlooking and minimizing the ability of the people in Nimba County to comprehend. He said that a village traditional election. Our people are not just village and traditional people. Our people are, yes, we have tradition in our county, but our people are very intelligent people. And that's why our message is number one, targeting the students of Nimba County. especially high school students. We are going to them and we are pleading with them. And we are saying that do not make this election about who have more access to government money. Because that's what Sam Cook and his team are trying to turn it into. They're trying to turn it into, hey, because I'm so close to power, therefore vote for me. We are reminding the people, look how many times your government have come on down here and asked you for your vote, and every time they got it, they leave you in the dust and go back to Monrovia. You got to wait for 6 years. You now have an opportunity to work with a true developer, a true intellectual, a man who is able to travel to London, to the United States, and across Asia to meet with leaders of foreign countries and talk about international development projects and talk about all of the various iron ores and mineral resources that exist in our soil and how we can convert them to something that can bring actual tangibles to Nimba. You have that man in the race and you're talking about, oh, you traditional people vote for me, Selma. Something like that.
I'm looking at you back to back. Let's look at your chances. I mean, election is about numbers, right? Fangalo. I mean, Fangalo is a household name in Nimba. Let's look at your chances in this by-election.
I'm a statistician. I am a mathematician. I studied mathematics at the very highest level. I will tell you this on national television. Here is my path to victory. Number one, continue to believe in the people of Nimba that they can understand, that they can make a clear, good decision about what they want for their future. Make sure to reach that message to every corner of Nimba. Keep pounding on that message and keep believing in the people's ability to understand. That's point number one. Point number two, we have a situation where the other parties have put in about 2 to 3 candidates. They'll put one on a ticket, then they put 2 or 3 as independents. Now, we are facing a scenario where they will realize the shock that, in my mind, when the votes are counted, all these different candidates, some of them put 2, 3, 4 candidates in the race. You realize that in mathematically, you'll be distributing your vote across 4 people. Now they can't go back and change it, so I can say it, right? They're unable to go back and change that. They will be distributing their vote across the 3 or 4 candidates they're feeding. If you have one of your candidates take 1 vote, that's one that should have gone to your main candidate. Okay? All my votes will come to me. When I look across Nimba, the 100% of voters in Nimba, I see a pathway, a clear pathway for me to get 27 to 29%. And that's all mathematically that I need to win this election. Because we are about 306,000 registered voters. Statistically, O'Neal, you will see that 25 to 30% of people who register in general election will not vote in the by-election. Statistically, that's the math. If you look at the database from NEC from 2005 or 2007 election up to now, 1997 election up to now. So the fact that there is no presidential candidate on the ballot, that means about 25 to 30% of the people will not vote.
Will not be voting.
Yes.
Some have traveled, some have left.
Some have traveled, some have left, some have no interest. Some are still disappointed in CDC, some are now disappointed in the people that was able to rescue them. They say this is not what rescue looks like.
So what part of the country you visited recently?
I went to District 4. I went to District 3. I went to I made a brief stop in District 2. And then I was in District 1. And then I was in District 7. And I was also in part of District 8. Okay. In 2 days' time, I'm going straight to District 9 and District 6. When the campaign is officially open, we will be speaking from District 9. We'll roll on to District 6. I am telling you, these people want the election to come right away. They want to make sure that they have access to as much money as possible so that they can use it to manipulate the people. The message that we are delivering to the people and the reason why Sam Cook, look, you just said it here. Why will you elect a man who all he does is go to Cote d'Ivoire? That's the allegation that we've been hearing. Go to Cote d'Ivoire, bring about 5,000 people. He ignores the plight of his people. He ignores the suffering of his people. He goes to Cote d'Ivoire, get the money from Congress or from the Capitol building, go down there, and then bring about 5,000 people. And then they vote for him. And then he pays them, and then they go back. When it's time for development, he cares less. District number 5, where Sam Koga is currently the sitting representative, is the least developed in Nimba, and possibly could be among the top 5 when it comes to least or worst developed counties or districts in the country. The road connectivity problem that they got over there is significant. You cannot easily penetrate. When you want to campaign through all of district number 5, you really need at least 5 days to really pound your message. So we will pick parts of the district, and parts of the district we have to send our motorbike team. So what we are telling the people is that Nimba County, in this moment, you have a time and an opportunity for change. Many persons are endorsing Sam Koga in public because they want to maintain their government jobs. Some of these people, they say they're so afraid to even call on the cell phone to give us their verbal endorsement. So they will try to find, or sometimes they find us in the night. They are afraid that NSA or some government institution might monitor them. That's how bad things are. So we are just pounding the message and telling the people, they will bring government money. That is your money. I told the people somewhere in Swakoko a couple of days ago, I said, look, when they come here with the 550,000 that we heard that the government gave to them, please keep $5 for me, because that's all of us money. They are using it to try to manipulate you. But in all seriousness here, the government's priority should be the education of the people. Before anything, you should educate the people. You should protect their rights before you pay $25,000, $30,000 to lawmakers, before you pay $15,000, $20,000 to ministers, before you buy big and luxurious cars. Look, I've said time after time that Liberia is one of the countries in the world where the richest people get their riches from working in government. In other countries, including the United States and Asia and other places, the richest people are business people. People who bring innovative ideas and who invent things and who employ people and who expand private sector investment. But here, all people got to do is signature that they are supposed to put on paper. They will sit there and ignore it until you give them money. They continue to collect and collect and collect. And then when it's time for election, they go and give some to the people. And then they take their vote and they disappear. We are literally betting on the people of Nimba so that they will understand this thing and that they will give us an opportunity to bring about change.
So in your opening statement, you mentioned that if election was held today or maybe 2 or 3 days from now, you think, in your opinion, Koga can win. But we have about maybe 25 more days to the election. What do you think can change that course?
I believe in my chances of winning this election. A lot of people keep saying that I've gone to the by-election to introduce my face. They are mistaken. If you have never been surprised before, wait till this election is over.
Fangalo.
I am telling you the truth. The message that we
I heard it correctly. The Fangalo.
You said it correctly. You said it correctly. Thank you this time. The message that we are sending to the people in Nimba is that you have before you two remarkable or candidates that have remarkable differences in their resume in terms of their qualification, in terms of what they bring. One of them, if you choose, you'll continue where you are. If you want your current condition to persist until 2030 something, then go for Koga. If you want Nimba County, hear me out, please. I'm speaking to you in camera. I'm pleading with you. For the sake of our county and our constitutional republic's future, you have candidates before you. The one candidate that you can elect in this race, and you will prepare yourself for change, for development, an opportunity for education. That candidate is Toboti Wanaki Fangalo. You can look at my professional portfolio. You can look at what I've done in this country in the human rights space, how I have been confronting and engaging with the Liberian government for the rights of other people that have been violated. Both during the Ellen Johnson Salute time and the CDC time. I've been doing it, and this is my life's work.
Even if the election results don't go your way, I mean, it doesn't feel Fangalo. The poor man will choose to go maybe vote on the other way. The election don't favor you. The results
Maybe it'll go for
Mark Bloom, or go for even Edith. If they don't
Garrison.
Edith
conclude Nimba County. Please.
Yeah, answer the way.
Yeah,
If it don't go your way, the election don't go your way.
Election had not favored me before, and I will continue to do my humanitarian work.
Back to the county?
No, I'm about to begin the construction of 2 universities in Nimba County. You think I'm just going to go dump my concrete in the mud? The university construction will continue. It's a private sector investment project. That university construction will continue. My foundation is beginning to expand into Nimba and other parts of the country. That work will continue. I am a businessman. I'll continue to be a businessman. What will happen to Nimba County, unfortunately, and we pray against it, and I rebuke that, is a scenario where they elect Sam Koga. When campaign starts on Monday, videos will be played about what Koga said about Prince Johnson, a man that was so beloved by the Nimba people. Where he said to him how he denigrated him, how he castigated him. What you have heard playing around here on Facebook is nothing. His actual viewpoint on Prince Johnson. Sam Koga will be so embarrassed beginning Monday with what is coming. His actual viewpoint about Prince Johnson, and some Nimba people have concerns. If this is how you felt about the man, why now are you going around and saying that you are his family and you want to replace him? So wait for Monday. Wait for next week. He will be totally surprised, and I believe that the Unity Party government will be absolutely embarrassed because of what is coming. They did not know that these things existed. They actually do exist, and they will be on the airway. They will be on social media. We have an army, a legion of social media warriors that will be unleashing on Sam Koga beginning Tuesday. He will look for place in Nimba County and across Liberia to hide because his doings, his record is so bad that he want the election to come tonight so that he can already be a senator. And then whoever offends, it's up to you for another 8 years. But look, 25 to 27 days is plenty of time for us to expose this man. We will expose him to the extent that I promise you, Unity Party will be so embarrassed that they made such a decision. A country that cannot get USAID funding anymore wants to put a man there and create a scenario.
Right? Maybe someone will say using your strength.
He's the worst. He's the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. And the fact that our government that survives on our taxpayer dollars can take the worst that ever exists, that can possibly look. I cannot talk about his credential. I cannot talk about his education. I cannot talk about his inability to proffer a bill. I cannot talk about all of the other issues that I want to talk about yet. I will wait. Monday, 12 a.m. Pay attention.
I'm listening now.
When campaign opens on Monday, I'm saying that we will unleash an army of social, because we are prepared for them to cut us off from the national, from the traditional radio and other things that the government have access to. So we.
But your party is bringing her in back, and we'll get the lines open up.
No, I'm saying when the campaign starts and I start pouncing on this man, I will start pouncing on him. Everything that we can bring to bear, will pounce on him with it. And I'm afraid that it's possible that the government can use all of his tools to slow us down. But thank God because he's the worst of the worst.
So you prepare to either winning or Mark Blue on or Garrison, right?
Let me name the three best candidates in this race to you.
Three best candidates
in my mind. That if anybody take them,
I hope you exclude Koga.
No, but I say he's the worst already. He is the worst. He is the worst. He is the worst because number one, let me tell you why he's the worst, so that I don't, so that I don't think I'm just hating on Koga. Number one, the things that this man said about Prince Johnson. People of Nimba County love Prince Johnson. We know why we love Prince Johnson. What the horrible things this man said, the way he's treated this man, makes him bad. His lack of any type of legislative achievement. What has he achieved? He is the head of the majority black right now. Look at the chaos. Do you see any leadership in the majority black? Nimba County people need leadership. So I'm giving you reasons why he's the worst. Sam Koga has an up. If I was the head of the majority black now, the problem in the House of Representatives will be solved. Whatever negotiation is required to solve that problem, I will find it and I will solve it. This man does not know how to solve problems. He goes jumping from political party to political party for political expediency. Do you know how many parties from the time he was 21 years old to now that he has been a part of? I believe 7. So Unity Party sit there and deceive yourself. I'm looking at you in the camera, the leaders of our nation, and you think that Sam Koga is your guy. If you give this man an opportunity to become senator, the next time it appears the CDC is gaining momentum or what the CPP is gaining momentum, boom, he will jump over. This man talk about the vice president, CMC, the CPP too. Everything is C in this country. They got CPP, CMC, CDC. I'm saying if they ever appear like any one of them is gaining in Liberia, yeah. So if it ever appear like any one of them is gaining ground, Sam Koga has shown to you through his track record. He's been a part of PUP. He's been a part of Liberty Party. He's been a part of MDR. He's a part of every party that appears to have the upper hand. I am promising my dear friend and brother Jeremiah Kuhn and the leaders of the Unity Party, please be careful with Sam Koga. He is a snake in the grass, and this man is not your guy. I am the one candidate in this race. Let me tell you this quickly before you open the line.
No, the three. Said the three.
The three best candidates that in my mind.
Yeah, let's start from 1 to 3.
Number one. Why?
One.
And I will tell you why each time.
Wanna kill Fangalo.
Why? Why? Quickly. It take me 30 seconds to tell you why. Okay. And it may appear like I'm being biased, and call us when you call, please forgive me for that. Look at the substance. Number one, look at my body of work. I've been holding government accountable. I sued Ellen Johnson's elite government for violation of human rights in this country. I defeated them in court. I sued the George Weah government for violation of human rights in this country. I defeated them. I have used over 100,000 United States dollars in my feeding program to feed hungry children. I have 37 students from Nima County. They have given us video recording that you will listen to yourself when the campaign opens officially. 37 students of Nima County right now on my scholarship in Egypt, Morocco, China, India, and Cyprus. On my scholarship. Nimba student. I got so many more Liberian students. I'm talking about Nimba County students. 37 today, right now. And many of these students had some of video recorded and people will listen to it. So I'm giving you a reason why I'm the best candidate. And besides that, my connection, my ability to be able to travel the world and bring private sector investment opportunity to Nimba County, that's nothing that Sam Kuka can do. So, and my independent background, you need, for once, you got a lawmaker, a senator that belongs to the ruling political party. You need an independent mind. If you want to be able to focus on expediency, if you want to be able to focus on what is in the best interest of the nation, you need an independent mind, not a mind that subscribes to political doctrine of a political party that must subscribe. Like many persons supporting Sam Kuka in open now, they are doing it because they are afraid that the government will, marginalize them in some way, so they are doing it. But I'm telling you, some of these people in private, because I've been reading my telephone number on the air. They will use somebody to text me to know my schedule, and then they will meet with me and they will say, look, I'm with you. But I got to protect my job. I'm with you. So that's candidate number one, and I've given you reason. Candidate
number 2.
Candidate number 2 in the race will be Edith Gonglo. Edith Gonglo, in my mind, will be the second best candidate in this race because she is an intellectual. Okay. She has education. She has experience. She is a female. Do you understand? And she is somebody.
That country is not ready for a female.
Who said that?
Samuel Koga.
We already addressed why he's the worst. Okay, we will come to why he's the worst.
Let's say
the third candidate in this race, for me, and it's a distant number 3. Number 1 and 2, not too far apart, but the distant 3 for me will be. I'll probably give it to. It's a toss up between my man Blewan and Blue and I, Mike and I, Mike Blewan and maybe Mateneke Tingma. Yeah, okay. I cannot go because when you have had the opportunity,
one is Pangalo, Edith, and Mac Blewan.
When anybody who has had the opportunity, if you pay attention here, the 3 candidates that I named, none of them have been representative or senator before.
Okay.
See that?
Pangalo, Edith Gongore,
yeah, and Mike Blewan. Because the reason I say that, and Mateneke Tingma number 3 or 4. Okay. The reason I said I want to be very objective. I owe it to the people, to be truthful and factual. When you have been given an opportunity to serve, you see what I'm saying? When you have been given an opportunity to serve, and you could use that office to help your people, but you said there's my only job is lawmaking representation and blah blah blah. That's all they say. You can go beyond that. You are given the platform. Leadership is a platform. It's not an entitlement that you were born with. It's an opportunity that the people gave you to make their lives better. What did you do with that opportunity? That opportunity has been given to Sam Kuka numerous times. It has been given to Garrison Yelu. It has been given to anybody else in this race. Yeah. So that's why I say he ran number 4 because now might go ahead. That's what I'm saying. So it will be me. It will be Edith. It will be Mike. Okay. And also it brings balance. It brings balance. You do not need the president said, sound yeah, whoop, you sound without even reading the bill. You need a mind that will be somewhat independent or leaning somewhat opposition.
Let's go to the National Elections Commission. With the election, they have give us a fair result in 2023. Trust the confidence of the national election in this by-election. The NEC.
let me tell you two things that I'll answer your question, but let me tell you two things that will happen. One thing that will happen is that we will publish a report on the outcome of the election. We will either be saying that we believe that fair play was associated with the election, or we'll be saying that there was no fair play. We are still trying to gather why a couple weeks before the election, the president suspended the chairperson of the Elections Commission. We are hearing in some corner that the president and his team gave us a significant amount of warning that if you don't do this, if you don't subscribe to this,
the warning because
we are hearing that
before that was
the Liberian people have to put the interest of the nation and the county. Nimba people have to put the interest of the county first. I do not have any documentary evidence, but I have been through the corridors, and that's what I have been hearing. That the president gives significant warning to the chairperson of the Elections Commission that they need this because it will be a referendum on their 2029 campaign.
We haven't laid our hand on that.
Right. Again, that's what we
call them and say, well, continue working on the team, come back with some kind of reform in time to come, right?
Right. So again, we are looking into it. We are looking into it. When we find the facts, we'll bring it to the media. But what I would tell you this is this, and this is a surprise bombshell for everybody that's listening. My people from Nimba County, hear me out. When this election is over, one of three things will happen. And to Unity Party and CDC and CMC people, everybody out there, listen. When this election is over, Toba T. Wanake will either establish his political party, or Toba T. Wanake will join the Unity Party, or Toba T. Wanake will join the CDC/CMC. One of the three things will happen. And here's why. Here's why. This fight that I've entered into in Nimba County right now, I will only get stronger. Going into 2029, I will take a position. And my position will be determined by how this government handle this election process. If I feel like this election is free and this election is fair and that this government respects human rights, more than likely I will work with them.
Okay.
More than likely I will work with them. But if I see that this government is being like the governments before, and they are using all of the resources of government to try to impose their will on the people and make it difficult for independent minds to win.
Are you joining CMC?
Then in that case, I will either join the CDC/CMC or establish
CMC.
Well, they are opposition. I mean opposition. So in other words, the better way to coin my to phrase it is no, I either join the opposition. That's the better way to say it. I either join the opposition and
you join the opposition.
I will either join the opposition, or I will join the Unity Party, or I will establish my own party. One of the three things must happen after this election.
Have you had personal interaction with Jeremiah Kun, the vice president? Maybe you have to reach out and say, well, VP Kun, you're vice president for the whole country and not just Nimba.
Yeah.
Can you just leave this out? And
let me be unequivocally clear. Let me be unequivocally clear. Jeremiah Kun is a man that I respect tremendously. He is a friend. He is a friend. And Jeremiah Kun is a man that I hope someday become president in this constitutional republic.
Really?
I hope that someday he become president. I also hope that he look at the future history of Liberia and look at all of the things that have gone bad in this country. When you hear me pouncing on Jerry the way I'm pouncing on him, I'm doing it so that he can seize this moment and be a leader. I'm begging my friend.
This book, but 2029 probably. Joseph Boyka don't contest. If Kun go, then
hey. Liberia has my mouth to deal with from here on now. My mouth will either go for the opposition, or go with the Unity Party, or stand alone on my own political party. How they conduct themselves. How they conduct themselves. This particular election.
We were seeing a rally. Campaign starts on Monday, right? Maybe we'll see one of Koga's rally. We'll see the vice president in one of the rally. They gave his support.
If I see Jeremiah Kun at any rally, and if I see him driving a vehicle that was purchased by the Liberian government, I will file an immediate complaint with the Supreme Court that we will not start fighting for until it leads to constitutional reform.
Use government vehicle.
If he uses government asset, not just Vigo, if I see Jeremiah Kun, the vice president of the Republic of Liberia, go to any of Sam Koga's rally, or go to Mike Blinwon's rally, or anybody's rally, using anything that was purchased by taxpayer dollars, I will file protest, official protest, not only with the National Elections Commission, but also with the Supreme Court. Because elections under our laws supposed to be free and fair. You cannot take what belongs to the people and give it to one person to benefit it. It is against election laws. It is against the Constitution. And this is a challenge to this government. The moment, what happened last week, Friday, we could not complain much because why? Election are not open yet. So they will say, oh, that my friend blah. When campaign starts on Monday, we encourage this government to not do what is wrong. What would be wrong is to take government asset and try to tilt the outcome of the election anyway, using the resources that belongs to the people. You know, and then giving an undue and unfair advantage to somebody. When I sound like this, I want people that are listening out there to me to understand that I admire Jerry. I'm not against him. This man is a friend. I text him frequently. I'm not going to lie about it.
He replied to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah,
Right.
he replies to me, and he knows that I got nothing personal.
No.
That's why I want to be.
I just want to know if you respond.
Because I want to. Yes, he responds to my text.
Okay.
I want to be very clear that this man. I'm just saying this thing because Cherry has a big opportunity in front of him. What he does with opportunity is what will define how we relate to him. So many people have been given same opportunity and they have abused it. Jerry still have almost 5 years to do the right thing. And all I'm asking my brother to do is do the right thing. Do not let Sam Koga to corrupt you. This man is not in this thing for you. Sam Koga, we are even hearing that he wants to start his own political party. We are hearing that too.
I've seen the logo of that.
We are hearing that this man wants to. We are hearing that this man wants to become Nima County Godfather, whatever the thing that Godfather is. He want to become Nima County Godfather, and he wants to start his own political party. So I'm begging my friend Jeremiah Kun to not allow this man to use him. Please, supporters of Unity Party out there, please listen to me. We want you to please make your decision in a manner that will benefit Nima County first.
Great.
This is my appeal to Nima.
Yes, Nimba County. Yago Nimba Yasi. Every good thing must come from Nimba. Nimba Kwado. Baka told me another one yesterday. What meaning what?
Nima Kwado.
Nima Kwado.
It means Nima we are one.
We are one.
Yeah, Nima we are one. Great. Yes. Kevin going to get to take me to Nimba anyway. Let's get a line activated.
You will take you to Nima after the election.
No, if I go with T after the election, right?
After the
Yeah, how we will be doing it for Yantwine now. Yantwine, no follow comment. Yeah, when Yan was not there yet, Yan was just like that. So when T win it to or Mac win it, widows. Anyway, let's get a line activated. One of the Canadian upcoming by-election in Nima County, T1OK Fangalo. Live with us on the Skills Breakfast Show 0770-153-265. And he's saying the vice president of Liberia should stay away from the by-election. Let them make their own decision. Morning.
Good morning, O'Neal, and good morning, Marka. Good morning to the aspirant seeking the senator position this coming campaign. But I've been asking a simple question. He's saying that I will not vote for Kuka, we should vote for another person. So another person, is it possible to go in the seat? Thank you.
Okay. And I don't understand what you said.
Yeah,
but anyway, you respond to the call. Just take some of the points down. Morning. Morning. Go ahead.
Me, Chris, my attorney. I'm calling from Johnsonville. I hail from Nima County.
Okay.
Thank you so much to your video guests, and thank you so much. And it was so rewarding for your information this morning. But one thing I know for sure for the people of Nima County, when they decide. I don't care if angels come from heaven. We were ready.
So the election finished? No, the election finished. They decide. Hello, the election over already? No, that I will not agree with you. Until that's why we have elections. You should stop this thing. Morning. Morning. Go ahead.
I'm going to have a final conference. My advice to the Canada Institute is you should concentrate more on what you will do for the people of Myanmar.
I think he has said it. Jara. He has said it over and over.
Yeah, what I'm saying is to talk too much about Koga. And secondly, to say that the vice president should stay out of the election, I think it's unfair. He will be abusing the rights of the vice president. Even the president has the right to campaign. for anybody.
Okay, abusing the right of the vice president.
Good
You're not
morning.
joining over here. You can say the team people decided on what. Morning.
Jeremiah Ferry and going for district number 6. Or let me appreciate your studio girl. I think it's collectively, but it just grab a button up and do now say my bony rattle. I will go we aware. But I want to ask the studio girls if today was election day in the Nima County and then you happen to lose the election. Are you willing to wear whoever going to win the election? And will you continue your budget that you stay for me going to carry on the country, or will you desist for it because you lose? Thank you.
Yeah, I think you answered right. Anyway.
Right.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Morning.
This is for you to play this one.
Give big greet me. We're forcing that 2 persons sitting there. Yeah, no, I mean let leave that other one. No, you can't do it. I intentionally and you are no greet me, please. Morning. Go ahead, man. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Thank you. You know, Marka, since 2005, I've followed 3 counties, and up to now, Nima remain consistent. When it comes to Nima County, PYJ is the master, and when it comes to Basso, Child Walker Broski, Monserrato President, former President George Manning, we are. That's the fun about that. And what putting on level equal Marka, your come Olivia, you couldn't in my brother in studio, making noise, then by the time you cross the border from Fonfani, head of Nima, the story change. And I know brother with the Southern Program winning election, because I just for Nima, I spent a weekend.
Why you want to do it, Nimba?
Amen. Who get re-election? That thing. Yes, go ahead. Morning.
60% thought you say you win election,
Yeah,
300,000.
Yeah, a comment.
Go ahead, Chief.
Thank you. Good morning to O'Neal. It is for William Survey. Let me say good morning to what you want to get. Look, I think the issue about saying the past president to stay out of the race, party is getting a thing. All of you are in the race of a senatorial election in Lima. When the vice president was vying to be the vice president of this country, all of you were there. All of you said no. You will not be your campaign. Who never forgot by him? So why now today you cannot give back to Koga to Koga? And I think part of the vision that the thing is doing is because now you are getting over there. You talk about the development and you take care of it.
No, that Auntie, listen well. The college you talk about is built on construction. Anyway, sometimes you listen and don't push the guests.
Good morning.
The way it is. Go ahead.
Good morning, Marka and O'Neal.
Morning.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Rebecca Young, this morning I'm calling you from GSA Junction.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say hands up to my sweetheart in studio.
Very good.
Thank you so much for saying the truth. I commend you for that. You have said what you have said, and I know by the grace of God, who's supposed to win that election, God will stand with us. Nimbayan, we are not deceived. Nimbayan, God is always on our side. We pray that God will send us the right messenger to replace our late senator. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us, Ma Rebecca, this morning.
Yes, I have called on the line, and the election is not all until Elections Commission gave us an official winner. So Nibai have not decided yet. So I ain't like that.
Kind of just hold on. After
Morning. Go ahead. Yeah, first go ahead.
The camera in the studio there. I don't know, but I don't think you have to waste your time to
meaning what?
To campaign. Because now we win the election. We still already got man to
campaign. Okay. Morning.
You say I am in Monrovia.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for your show. This is all the discussion for O'Neal Marka. But my brother, you see, for our campaign, the quality of India. You want to know who will be an independent decision-making party to be our leader. No one with you as a conduit to make it to get a good leader or to get a poor leader. That one we are very skeptical. So we want people who are still looking in that quality, who are able to make
So before you go, have Nimbaya decided already? Because I hear one or two callers. Nimbaya have decided already.
Nimai will
Yeah,
decide
Nimba will
on
decide
April
on
22.
April 22. You should stop this kind of thing. Yes. Now we have decided already. Then we just champion the elections commission. You don't need 2 million. I'm playing my media right now. We don't need 2 million to put it out. That huge sum of money they buy election to spend our country resources. Nobody has not decided yet. Until then, yes. Let's see if we can get one more call. This morning, well, I step off the line with this person. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I'm just Captain Dennis calling from New Jerusalem.
Don't hold the line. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I want to say welcome to the studio guest. We spoke a lot. I want to say good morning to the TPS family. And I just want to wish Nima well. I hope God will direct the voters. I'm also here from Nima County also. But now I'm now a voter in Nima. But I hope God will guide our environments to choose the right person. You know, all these guys' messages are so sweet to admit. But to do the implementation is the problem we have with them. But we depend on God. I want to say thank you to the TPS. Keep doing what you do.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Mr. Siawe, you didn't call back. Well, I was holding your call.
Yeah.
And you dropped the line. So
yes, you guys, is he on the line?
It's not
No, yeah. So let's go back. So again, please don't get me wrong. The government of Liberia have provided 2 million for this by-election for the people to go and exercise the franchise, the voting rights. So no one should say we have decided already. We should stop it. Beside Nima or Monserrat, everywhere. That's what we call election. So until April 22, when Nimba have decided, Nimba will decide as to who will win the election. When the results start to come up from the various police centers. But as far as we are concerned, 9 electoral districts within Nimba County until. Yes. Okay, you listen up to the call. I can say this for Mark, I can say this for Garrison, I can say this for Edith, I can say it for any of the other candidates, even the Coca man himself. Until then, yes.
So the first question was what I was going to continue my projects. Like you said, I already answered that. I said that my project will continue. I'm not going to just go dump concrete in the ground, put some steel there, and then walk away from it. No. So whatever project will commence now, will continue. And then somebody wanted to know, they talk about it's not fair, be abusing the vice president right for in the state. Jerry can campaign for whoever he wants to campaign. But people should take time to understand what I said. I said if he goes and use government resources, use government resources, take a bunch of government cabinet ministers and directors who are also using government resources to form a part of Senkoga convoy, we will automatically fire protest because we know that will be an undeniable violation of election law. That will be an undeniable violation of the Constitution. The moment that the vice president does that day, we will file protest both with the Elections Commission and with the Supreme Court simultaneously. So that's what I said. He can go out there as ordinary gentleman, Jeremiah Kuhn. He votes in Nimba. He can go there and not have anything that looks like it was bought with taxpayer dollars. If he's able to do it. If we see security guys behind him that are paid by taxpayer dollars while he's campaigning, we'll also file protest. Because why? He is still using government resources. When you go out there, and we know it's not realistic for the vice president to travel without security guards that are being paid by government dollars. So the challenge is very clear. You will hear by Monday or Tuesday or any day that he shows up there with security guards that are being paid by government money. The law says the election has to be free and fair. Our argument or our assertion will be that the moment he take a bunch of security guys with him, he take a lot of government vehicles, get the fuel slip and put fuel in that car and go to Nimba. That means that he has used government resources. That means beyond the $2 million that government is using for election, he's adding additional $1,000 to benefit a particular candidate. And we will immediately fire that protest. That's what I said. I didn't say he cannot campaign. If he wants to go as an ordinary citizen and not go with government asset, If he feel like that is doable, he can go and do it. But don't go and say, I have come here as the vice president. All these bodyguards belong to me. The government must pay them. All these trucks out there, they belong to ministers of government. The government must put fuel in it. Let them come. Let's go make Senkuga campaign big. His convoy long. When you do that, you are trying to use your power. The power that we, the people, give to you. Let's be clear. Somebody said, I never supported Jeremiah Kun. Jerry know that I've supported him. Jerry know that I voted Unity Party in 1997. He knows that. He knows that I voted Unity Party in 2005. He knows that. He knows that I voted for him 2 times. He knows that. Except Jerry.
But he was contested as senator.
When Jerry voted in 2011, yeah.
Okay.
I voted for him. So once I voted for him as senator once. But what I mean when I voted for him twice is when he went as vice president, he was on the ballot. So I voted too. So Jerry himself knew that.
You know, feedback too, because Koga has supported him. So he's a
No, but
feedback.
what I'm saying is you should vote for somebody because that's the person you believe in to be the right person for that moment. You should not be voting for a person because they have access to government resources. My complaint here is this. Let the people understand. Do not use government resources to try to give unfair advantage to somebody.
Okay.
In America, somebody will ask, in America and in London and everywhere, there is a Bureau of Government Transparency. There's a bureau that handles stuff like that, election matter and things like that. If Trump or Joe Biden wants to go and campaign, let's provide a little education for our people. If they want to go and campaign and they're going to use Air Force One or anything that belongs to the government, they will send a request to the appropriate agency of government. I want to use this. How much will it cost? They will send an invoice. You will pay and send the flag receipt to all of the relevant institutions of government before you use the American government plane to campaign. So for people who intend to say, oh, how about in America? That is the answer. Go and research it. Anytime you see a senator or a president flying into a state to go and campaign for themselves or for somebody else, they have done the needful. They will go to the appropriate agency of government. They will say how much it will cost. I believe that Air Force One costs, if I'm not mistaken, $1 million per day. Now you take it out there to campaign. So they go and they do their campaign fundraiser. They get the money to pay. Okay, don't quote me on the exact amount for the $1 million, but a significant amount that they will pay. Here, the people just leave and be like, oh, let's go down there with a convoy and go campaign. You don't do that. You don't come to rescue people. And then while the people are struggling and deciding whether the low data that they have in their account, they will send their kid to school or they will feed them with it. Then you go after we have found ourselves, unfortunately, with the death of Prince Johnson, in a situation where we have to go to a by-election. Okay, this is not something we asked for. But now you want us to want another by-election with the election of Sam Cooke. Any development that Sam Cooke is able to do as senator, he's able to do it as representative. Why has he not done it? Because he's not able to do it. I don't think he's qualified. He knows that he does not have the moral aptitude, the moral competency. He knows that the credential, the qualification, just the good heart, you know, the humanitarian background is not in him to help people. Sam Cooke goes to Conway where he was born, just about 3 miles, you know, from where my mother was born, where I was born to. The people told us, they said, look, we will vote for you. This man come here, all he does is he throws money on his mother grave, said that's the only person he got here. And he don't do anything. Next time, I'll go and do a video recording of what Conway look like. You understand? So if this man is able to bring development, he will bring it where he is now. District 5 will not be the worst. All these people that say they support Sam Cooke, one day ask them on your show. Or when you do polls, like, you know, other media institutions, when you do polls, in America, what you do is, when you do polls, you break it down into category. Number 1, are you going to vote for change or are you going to vote for the same to continue? Do you prefer a female? Do you prefer somebody who has the ability to do this? Put the category of the issues. But you just say, and many people are on their farms. Not everybody has access to internet. We traveled Nima County and we saw there are many people who support us that are not even listening to this show right now. There are people on the farm that don't have access to internet. Some people got phone, but they don't have the data. What we are saying is our government can do so much more with the resources that it has to improve the living condition of the people rather than to use all of their resources to support Sam Cooke, who in the end will get in Calope. You know Calope?
Let's get back to Calope. Yeah, the project in District 3, I still continue with it. So,
yeah.
Okay.
The project in District 3, that project is not even, you see, so, like, that project is not in District 3. That project is actually in Fender. Fender is not District 3. So we do not do political projects. You know, like,
Is the project still going now?
The project is
The
ongoing.
project is in Liberia.
The project is in Liberia. The project is ongoing, and we intend to launch that university by June, if all goes well,
Okay.
of this year. So when we say we are helping people, some of the students that we have that are studying now in foreign countries, we didn't win the election. We pledged to them that was going to help them. There's still people in District 3 that we promised scholarship, that we are still in communication with, that we have not forgotten, that will come to our school with no fees. We remember the commitments that we made. A video clip to that. In some instances, what we say when we win, we'll do this right away. In some instances, we say whether we win or not, we'll do this. We stay good to our promises. Even when we run low on funds, we travel, we go and lobby for funds and come back and do it.
Yes.
That's not reneging on our
Okay,
commitment.
so what to bring you back before the official date of the election, as campaign opens on Monday. Yes. Can you make a promise? We'll do one more shot. The last shot. We'll do the last shot before
election day.
Before election, we'll do the last shot.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
we will do it. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll definitely do it in studio or on the phone. Yeah, I'll be in studio.
Yeah.
I'll be here in studio before April 22nd.
Okay, so
That's a
one
commitment.
last shot.
Yeah,
Before
absolutely.
campaign closes.
Absolutely.
As you close it, then the final word.
My final word to the people of Nimba. After all that you have heard, I am here saluting you on camera. I'm begging you to think about what's in Nimba's best interest and not just focus on political partisanship, not focus on commitment and loyalty to a party when you know that party has not put out the best among us. We are over 500,000 people from Nimba, about 306,000 of us registered to vote. The decision that we will make in this election will affect future generations. Young people who do not have opportunity to go to school, the chaos that's on Capitol Hill, if Sam Cooke was the leader, that problem would have been solved. He is not a problem solver. He does not have it in his professional credential to solve problems. People of Nimba County, I encourage you to run away from this man. Vote for change in this election. Thank you.
Great. Well, the voice are from Tobos. Fangalo. Yes. So by that next week or so, we'll be telling the various position on the ballot box. Yes. Whether it's number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5. We like the Liberian people though. This is the TBS 961, the Hot and Swab Live. You were 9 minutes up till 10 o'clock. Let's link our Lamin Tapia to bring us post this morning. Yes. What's making deals with this in the word of sports? Now, Tapia is going to bring us post right about now.
The Liberia Basketball Association leadership has expressed concern regarding players' pushes. To be aware of every tournament or festival organized in the country in LBA's commitment to improving basketball amongst others. Meanwhile, the Liberia Basketball Association leadership used the occasion to remind club owners, presidents, coaches, and others that the registration for the new 2025 season segment out of Thursday's fixtures. And international developments, the Premier League has announced it will have two transfer windows this summer to allow Manchester City and Chelsea to sign players before the Club World Cup. The window will open between Sunday 1 June and Tuesday 10 June, then close for 5 days before running again from Monday 16 June until Monday 1 September. These summer fixtures, the first is standard